No, no, no. Move this. What I put? Oh, pencils in the other hand. Alright, I'm just gonna wait. Hello, hello. I am here. Yes. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let me look at. Okay, so normal, so I guess I can just. I've been waiting all day. Well, you don't gotta wait no more. Welcome in. Hi. How we doing? Hope we doing well. So, I was actually trying to finish a short for today, but unfortunately I'm still missing like 2 pages to color. So instead, I'm just gonna do this drawing that I had in my drafts. So, yeah. Say hi to Cleistogamo and then Mini Roso down here. Yeah, we got Cleistogamo and Roso at the bottom here. Cause, this is like a very theatrical version of an actual scenario in the story where Cleistogamo reads Roso's tarot card, like his fate, through it, and gets an interesting result. I actually wrote his exact words that, let me take off these retainers. Sorry. I wrote his exact words, but, my notebook isn't next to me, so I'm not gonna read the exact words. But yeah, so this is just like a dramatified. I don't. That's not a real word, but like a more dramatic version of an actual scene. We can basically consider this teaser art because it is artwork based on an actual scene. So I love it. Thank you. I really tried to add the wonderness to it. It's been a while since I drew him, so I think it's pretty proper that I do. Is this Kleist? Yeah, it's Kleistogamo and Rosso down here. Also, hello, hello, hello. Yeah, it's Kleistogamo and Rosso. I'm back. Hello, welcome back. Place art in this economy. I told you that I'm slowly getting to everybody. We had the Adona Dialis. Now we had Lanhu. I mean, now we got now we got Kosoga. No, I haven't released the story yet. I'm still working on it. I hope to post it this year, but I still don't got it yet. I need ibuprofen. Why? You have a headache? Okay, you're doing really good. Yeah, I'm doing my best, you know. I gotta balance out providing providing new art while also writing and sometimes having writer's block and suffering miserably. But I'm almost done with like the first part of the writing. Obviously, if I was actually gonna say, am I near finishing? I'm not. But honest opinion, should I try and start my own art channel? Well, that depends. Do you love art? Are you someone who always does art and is willing to release content surrounding your art? That's really the only thing, right? Because if you don't actually like doing art, then I'm not gonna recommend you to make an art channel. Or you're not, or you don't draw that. I mean, you don't need to draw like every day to do that, but I do that. But but if you like art, do it. Legit. If you want to spend all day just putting your art out there, then go out there. Make a channel. Like, make it happen. Why not? Also, we're drawing Cleistogamo. A Cleistogamo Rosso. Trying to figure out how sick and Geshwin would meet besides her getting a job at the bar? It's an interesting question. Sure you can figure it out. Okay, I'm just realizing I'm using this like really hard brush. I'm gonna use a softer brush for this because I'm using a softer brush. I should probably use a softer eraser. I'm not sure why I'm using this felt tip. I'm not sure. TikTok has been just fine for me. I don't know. You guys have been saying TikTok has been down. It's literally just the US, I'm guessing, because mine has been perfectly fine for the last couple of days. My TikTok has been fine? Well, then I have no idea. I heard that this has been kind of rocky for some people, but guess it's not everyone then. Well, just like cleaning it up because as you can see, I have a lot of these like lines overlapping. So we're just going to I'm just like cleaning it up to make sure that before I get into like placing base colors and stuff, that it at least looks presentable. It doesn't need to look super perfect because I render on top of it anyways. Then I do want it to be like not completely overlapping in the way that it is right now. Okay. Eek. On TikTok it looks so unusually bright. Like, it just looks so pale yellow. But it's not pale yellow. It's not even close, actually. I'm gonna wake up to Yvonne every day on my wall. I'm so happy. Hey. I need to make a drawing featuring my characters so I can make a poster out of it. But the thing is, I'm missing a cast member, so I legit can't actually finish it for real until I get them done. Until I finish writing that section. Once I do, then I could make a proper drawing. For now, I can't though, because that would literally be excluding someone. How are you missing a cast member? I address nothing. It's just true. In this large of a cast, we are missing someone. We are, in fact, missing someone. The Chariot is a faceless hunter. She does not count as a main cast, as a cast member. Why would she count as a cast member? She's an antagonist. Antagonist. Why would she be in it? I'm talking about my main cast, my protagonist cast. Not my antagonist cast. When I say main cast, I include the actual key players that are important to us and in our side. Not, I don't include the antagonist. Yes, they're a part of the cast, but not a part of the main cast. Who are we missing? Does it look like I'm gonna tell you? No. No. Though, I guess I shouldn't include them in the artwork regardless. I'll make a version where they're included and then a version not included, so that you guys can see the included version and not the other, the non-inclusion, than the other one. So technically I have to make two versions, but I digress. I'm not sassy. I just, I don't want to, spoil anything. So, no. No, you do not even get a name. You get nothing. Okay. I still feel like I have a lot of like unbalanced lines going on here. And then we have some lines that aren't even Greedy Belinda with her 14 protagonists. Well, they're not protagonists though. They're not all protagonists. I mean, I have the labels. Most of them are important supporting characters. 2 2 derotagonists, 3 protagonists, and then the rest are supporting. So was that an ant that just walked across my tablet? What the hell was that? You saw an ant walk all over my tablet. Like, excuse me? Right in the middle of my life? Oh no, it wasn't an ant. It wasn't a fly. Oh no, it is an ant. Get to... Oh. Whoops. No, you can... Get off, Mr. Kleistogamo, if we will. Kleistogamo would be so paranoid about bugs, dude. It's like, oh my god, I have a white suit on, and then there's this fly. Dirty flies. You know, bugs are a problem in the Furasiane. Because, you know, they're underground, they're gonna come across insects and stuff. So if you have fear of insects, it low-key sucks to be here. He's not scared of bugs, but he's grossed out by them. You know how you look at a roach and you're not scared of the roach. You're just so disgusted by the roach that you have like a repulsive reaction to it, an extinct reaction to leap and be like, ew, it touched me. It's like that kind of way. It's the overdramatic, theatrical way of disgust. I need Clay to hug me, but well, here he is. Just pretending that he's hugging you. I have the issue too. I don't fear about bugs. I just can't stand touching them. Yeah, it's not fear. It's disgust, and disgust triggers this irrational instinct of like, oh my god, yuck. I only feel that way about cockroaches. I don't really care about these other insects. Not even centipedes. I see it. Well, actually, no. I see a centipede and I run. Okay? It's not. Now, a centipede is true fear. I saw a centipede come out of a lock when I was trying. So we have a gate. And there's a lock, right? And I was opening the lock and voila, out of the lock, there was a centipede. We've also come across some snakes, but snakes are not bugs but they've come out through like the gate hole, whatever. I'm just like, what the hell? Centipedes would crawl on me when I was a kid. What? God. I'm fine with everything. I can't stand wasps. I fear wasps so bad. Okay, you know what? You're right. I ran like a coward every time I saw a bee. That is true. My IRL friend can attest to the fact that every time I saw a bee, and even now when I see one, I run. I remember in class vividly one time I was sitting on my desk, I was chilling, and there was a bee flying around. I'm just like, oh look, there's a bee, and I was like kind of nervous. I didn't want it to come near me, and then it turns out it goes into my shirt. I didn't notice, and it went inside my shirt, and it was just buzzing inside of my shirt, and the teacher and the student behind me was like, girl, don't react, but there's a bee inside of your uniform. And I was just standing from the chair, raising my hands, just like, please leave. Please go. It left the shirt, but I'm just like, why were you in there? Why were you even in there in the first place? Why? Why? I was like, I was on my desk sweating because heaven forbid a school has air of any kind. There was no fan, no air conditioner, so we are all just cooked. Doors wide open. I'm surprised more of them don't come in. Yeah, they told me don't react, and I'm just with my hands raised, like, please go, please help me. I'm actually terrified of bees. I would be crying in that situation. It's just I've never been stung by a bee, right? So I've never had a predicament where I'm put in such a but so I don't know if I'm allergic to them. And so that's what really scares me. I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna like. You don't know if you have a reaction to a bee until you get stung by one. So it's not actually very nice. No, I wouldn't like for a bee to sting me. I remember bees would one time I left my soda on a bench where the basketball like yard was, and I left my soda can on the bench for like a minute, and bees took over my barely open Sprite. I had literally just opened it, and I'm just like, yeah, it's yours now. You know, there's like 3 of you inside of my soda. It's yours now. I don't care if I paid $1 for it. It's yours now. Yes, I don't want it. I'm good. Thanks. I'm not fighting the bees for a $1 Sprite, okay? You can have it. But yes, I've had many encounters with bees. So yeah, I so yeah, bees and roaches and centipedes. That's like $1 in this economy. Well, that was in middle school, so right now it probably costs $1.50. But I mean, it's still cheap. But like back then, it was $1. I sound like an uncle when I say that. Not even that old. I'm not. But like I feel unk with the wording I'm using. You know, I'm saying back when I was in middle school, it makes me sound like I'm 30 or something. I make it sound like I'm from the 1980s, and it's like no. Just oh. Did I just choke on my own saliva? Wowee. Oh. Damn. Hey. Jesus. Christ. I want to be cared for real. I'm not sure what to say to that. Geshuin will care for you. /J. I can get a soda for 83 cents. That's nice. Better than us. $1.50 to $2 for a soda can. Sounds about right. Arting? Yeah, it is. I'm like I'm in a flow state right now. That's why I'm yapping with such ease. Because frankly, this is easy. Can Clace do a backflip? Yes. He gotta do it for the stunts, you know, for the entertainment. This guy does a lot of things for entertainment, but with taxes $1, how high is the tax for it to be $1? Is it 11.5? Love the eye shape. Oh yeah, it is peak, huh? Yeah, he has a slightly unusual eye. Shout out to you for living in a state with no tax. Okay, we're just gonna clean this up. This jewelry, is crazy, but and I get free healthcare. I'm low-key one of the lucky ones. You are, in fact, very lucky. So true. Yeah, continue to fix this liner. Heidi? Okay, I'm not gonna read out your message. I guess he will, keep the rings and stuff on. So what was that? Oh, just telling me if there's rain. What are we drawing tonight? We are drawing Kleistogamo, doing tarot reading for Rozo. So this is canon. This is actually something that happens in canon. But in this drawing, I'm basically just exaggerating the scene. So we can consider this like a teaser of sorts. Because it does happen in the story, but it doesn't look exactly like this. Because, yeah, Kleistogamo does tarot readings, and it's just like, you know, you helped me out, so I'm gonna help you out by giving you a super accurate tarot card reading. My tarot reading is never wrong. And we have no proof if it's of that claim, because no one else has gotten a tarot card reading from Kleistogamo, at least not in recent days. But, of course, we believe him anyways, because he's Kleistogamo. Come on now. There's not many reasons why not to believe him, and we did just help him, so. A nice way to repay us back. Oh my god. I have like something in my throat. I have something in my throat. I need more Rozo in my life. You will get more Rozo in your life. I can't get water. I drank water before I started. I can't stand up and get any. Don't worry, I won't freak out like last time. I'll be tame today. Well, I sure hope so. I don't think there's any reason to be freaky, because there's literally only one Kleistogamo fan in this entire thing. I think. I should honestly get back to writing more Kleistogamos lore, but I low-key haven't because he is relevant in the current chapters that I've written, but like he still hasn't gotten like a major focus yet. He's just gotten like he's just been very helpful. Where can I get samples of Geshuin for an art piece I'm gonna make? What do you mean? What do you mean samples? A sample of Geshuin? How do you get a sample of Geshuin? I low-key need a sample for Geshuin. Whatever it means. Oh, references. Well, you can just screenshot it from from my account. You can screenshot pictures of Geshuin that I have. You can also look at the Discord in the section that says Faces Masquerade Illustrations. You can scroll and screenshot some of those. Like, just screenshot them and that's it. You know what I was thinking about? That I should low-key make, when I post my art on the Discord, I should make my watermark bigger. Because my signature is really small on purpose. I hide it so that people can't find it, but I should low-key do that. But then that would mean I would have to re-upload every single one again. Yeah, it's really small. But I don't like ruining my artworks with like huge watermarks. But if the Discord becomes any bigger, I do need some control. It would be crazy if someone went in there, took them, and was like, oh my god, look, I drew this. Or did some bullcrap like that with it. I don't know why it just crossed my head. Actually, it's crossed my head before, but I'm just like, Yeah, I do that on purpose because, well, I purposely do want it to be hidden because I don't like ruining the artwork with big watermarks. But when I upload them onto the Discord, I do think I need to make them bigger. Because people on the Discord can save it directly. Unlike somewhere like Instagram and stuff where the quality is like so booty cheek chronicles that you're gonna be able to tell that it's stolen. The TikTok quality is so bad that you gon' tell it's stolen because it's so booty cheeks. But for Discord, sometimes I need to crunch the quality because Discord doesn't allow me to post it. Of course it doesn't. When does Discord, and it tells me, hey, you need to pay. I'm just like, no, I will not be paying you. This one does. Some people are naming their kids Cree, like the native tribe. Why would you name your child Cree? Sometimes I forget that this fandom is growing, but it's good that it is. Yeah, because more attention means more content. Oh my god, I literally have something. It's like right in the back of my throat somewhere. Like back in my throat. I don't. How annoying. Anyway. Yeah, it means more content for the rest of us. It also means more likelihood of success. Whee! Yippee! I just might butcher Geshuin. It's okay. Every Geshuin is a beautiful Geshuin. No matter what. There you go. Even I butchered Geshuin when I drew him the first few times. I feel like we all know this when I butchered him at some point. But because I end up drawing him so much, it's just so easy now. Pick 2 genders, let me think. What are characters that don't have fan art? From my cast? Dang, we rocky today. Emeno, Daishim, Kleistogamo. Kleistogamo has never gotten one either. Kleistogamo, Lanhu. I think most of the supporting cast doesn't have any. I've gotten a Kawahu drawing as cats, but so that technically counts. Gotten Rosso fan art, that technically counts. I've never gotten a Dialis or Diodone fan art. I don't think they haven't gotten any. It's mostly Geshuin. It's mostly Geshuin. I'm trying to pick the genders for my fan show. How about... Dang, I have no idea. Want them to be twins. How about 2... I was gonna say 2 identical children, but I guess... Then that would... If they're identical twins, that would mean they have to most likely be the same gender. So yeah, I think 2 girls is probably... Geshuin would be an amazing girl dad. Hey, Komakusa is living proof that Geshuin is a great girl dad. He's a great dad, period. Both Shui and I had researched about identical twins, and I don't remember. I know that there was a circumstance where they can't be the same opposite genders if they're in like a separate. They end up in like a separate. What is it that they call it? I'm gonna call it a separate bag, but it's not. It's not a bag. But they end up like separate, but they're identical twins, but they're like separated. I just heard that the process is like different if they're the same gender or not. Grace would be an amazing girl dad, trust me, for sure. and she would be surrounded by loving women. So, she would be raised in a great location. It would be the peak. It would be a great girl, Dad. You are right. I'm gonna remove. Oh, wrong thing to remove. I just wanted to remove the skin tone so I can easily use. Excuse me. Why would you do that? I think it would be two girls would be kind of cute. Okay, if I guess that will depend on genetics. We've established that despite that Geshwin does, I feel like Geshwin does have pretty strong genetics because he literally looks exactly like his mother, who did, and then. But then it's also conflicting because he does look exactly like his sister too, except for their eyes. Their eyes are different, but I guess it would depend. I know dark hair is a dominant trait. That is something that does need to be considered. I didn't pay too much attention to my science class. In fact, we did not delve too deep in this topic. And dark eyes, I'm pretty sure, are also considered to be dominant traits. But again, that depends, because Dialis and Diodone, yeah, great examples. Neither of them had their traits established and did not take neither of them. It would be depressing if they both looked like Vivi's dad, but that would also be really funny. So true. Rosa would adopt children. So true. Because those children deserve parents. So true. Wait, adoption is an option? I forgot. Yeah, they literally have an orphanage where you can just adopt a child. Rowan got tossed around from home to home when she was at the orphanage. I'm just placing his his black highlights. I don't want to steal the Alice's thing, but I would make them so similar. I mean, I don't know if you think it's funny. But we do have to consider that Geshuin does have, his traits are notoriously known to be dominant because of his mother, his mother, they're literally all copies of each other. They're just copies of each other, so like. Do not steal Geshuan's hair. Give that back. That back, you fiend. You know what you should do? You should definitely give them some melanin, though. I think that would be pretty fire. Just me, just saying. I'm never giving his hair back. No, you should. He would never want to be bald. It's like a curse. Well, I'm seeing your comments right now, but I'm not sure if you wrote more prior. What if I cosplayed Geshuin? It would be peak. That's a good combo. One looks like Geshuin with wavy hair. That's kind of peak. Wait, I'm gonna put it on Alpha Lock. No, I can see it. I see that you said that. Place would have triplets. I see it. I just don't really know what to say to it, but slay for sure. I think that would be quite a lot for him to handle, but considering how occupied he is, but he'd just take them to work. Easy. Poor baby, not a hint of pink showing. It's okay. One of the children will probably dye their hair pink and it'll look fire. Sure, why not? I mean, people do fan children all the time. I don't see why designing any would be an issue. It doesn't need to be lore accurate. It's just harmless fun. Would most of these characters have children in the actual canon? Maybe, depends. I have no idea, but I don't mind people having harmless fun. Like, sure, go on ahead. Okay, add some more. Oops. Oh, those highlights are pretty bad. Okay, so there's a lot of like missing spots, but like I don't care. It's fine. We can. Whoops. We can fix that later. Just like some purple strokes over here. I just realized there's hair here and I didn't draw. Hell no. Maybe one of them have hearts in their eyes like Vivi? Yeah. That would be so cute. Okay. There we go. Bring back his skin. Which is technically not his skin because he's not actually this freaking white. That's just the average performer makeup. Good grief. He doesn't actually have this pinkish tone to his skin. At least it's not this light. We're watching an already white character. Well, technically, we don't know if he's white or not because no one knows where he came from. So frankly, he doesn't know what his culture of origin is. He's called Cleistogamo, but that's because he's based on the flower. You know, just like all the other girls, that names are based on flowers. Like, he's mixed like everyone else, but we don't know what he's mixed with. He pretend he fit right in, but we don't actually know. Remember my Phasius look like a Phasius? Well, I mean, I would say so. Though Aphasias never, how do I word this? They don't have like a humanoid monster form. At least not in like the typical sense. Which is one of the reasons why hunting is more difficult. But then again, I'm not really sure about that part, to be honest. They do have one, but they don't really use it because the whole point is that they don't want to look anything like a Phasius, but I think it's pretty good. Like the fleshy aspect, yeah, it's pretty good. That's not how the glitching works though. When they glitch out, it's not that a bit of their Phasius shows like that. It's usually like really subtle, in which, oh, they'll just have an extra eye or a random extra limb. It's not that you'll straight up see like a monster form. I mean, you don't have to. It's not supposed to be lore accurate. They do have like a slight humanoid form, but it's not a form that they're going to commonly use. They'll probably use it once they're outed. And when they're taking a face, but like other than that, you're never gonna see them with it. But it looks good. It looks good. Don't worry about making it lore accurate. You know, I tell you guys, like, it's nice that you guys want to make it lore accurate, though. I do. But like, it's okay if it's not. Like, it's not actually a part of the narrative, so it's nice to make it fit in, but, I mean, you can, like, at the end of the day, it's just like it's just for fun. And besides, it's not like I haven't really finished and all the lore or expressed all the lore, so I also don't blame you guys in case you do get something wrong, because you guys don't have the full context. So it's like, it's fine. I think the design looks good for a Faucius character. Looks very Faucius to me. It looks fleshy and weird, which is exactly what a Faucius should look like. Fleshy, weird, and uncanny mess. At least the Faucius, like, form should look like an uncanny mess. They're actual human-ish, they're human-looking Faucius form in this one. Yeah, it's harder for them to like attack people and take their faces once they're a Faucius. Because they can't just switch into a Faucius form. It doesn't really work like that. Of course, anything to spread joy. I'm staring at Geshuin trying to visualize how the twins would look like. I'm giggling. This is the funniest thing to say. Staring at the twins. Staring at Geshuin. So peak. Oh my god. I'm sorry, people saying they're gonna what? Is the art of him and Kawakusa getting ready? Yes, it's super cute. I mean, low-key Kawakusa do look like Geshuin, so like, it's like the perfect drawing for it. Well, that's a good thing. I don't think that's a bad thing. The whole point is that Faucius, they're supposed to look human so they can, like, you know, fit in and do human things, and being attractive is one of those things. Also, how are you? I'm doing good. Thank you. Oh, which character am I drawing today? I'm drawing Kleistogamo. We are drawing Kleistogamo today. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can like get the full picture. Hello, hello, author. Gotta zoom back in. Pretty man, so true. Ooh, tarot. Yeah, he does like tarot readings for shits and giggles because he finds that to be a fun and engaging hobby and a useful one. I should look at Gershwin's younger art, huh? I mean, yeah. I guess if you want a good picture of a good idea of Gershwin when he's young, as a reference, then yes, you should. But I think Komakusa is a pretty good reference bench too. That artwork is a pretty good reference bench. How much for a kiss? $5 and a good dramatic and make sure it has dramatic effect. I leave for 30 minutes and Clays has color now? Yes, he does. I'm gonna like can I add my multiply layer? Yes, it needs some dramatic flair so that it can entertain the people. They must entertain the masses. Always. Okay. Okay, so I have the filter. I'm gonna take it out because I shade it first and then we adjust all the colors and stuff because that's simply what we do. I should probably work on Rosa now. Probably. Would Clace pretend to have an argument with his lover in an IKEA kitchen? If there's an audience watching that looks gloomy as hell, hell yeah. Where there is people, there is place. Okay, I don't have a Rosa reference. It's a good question, mind you. Wait, is there a way Gershwin addresses women? What do you mean addresses women? Like, is say like words like ma'am, miss, like gentlemanly? Then he does that with everyone, really. It's not a woman exclusive. Why are you having Rosa withdrawals if Rosa is right in front of you? Yeah, it's his back view or whatever, but it's Rosa. Since they are co-workers, he usually would call them like Miss and their name. And then after he knows them for a little while, it's just their name. In the most casual way possible. He's just like, yeah, hey, blank. In the most, not in the most normal way possible. Because after all the formalities are gone, it's just like a little casual interaction. Also, you said, can I be their coworker? Of course you can be their coworker. Why not? TikTok won't let me have Kawahu withdraw. It's okay. I have like a really cool Kawahu drawing idea. Oh my god. I can't wait to work on that once I finished some of these. I have this really nice Kawahu drawing idea. Kawahu, you say? Yes. Oh my god, the neighbors are so loud. I just heard someone yell, I miss you guys. Damn. Who the heck? I crave Rosso in reality. Why ain't he real? Hey, you know what they say? They can't make people can't make faces they've never seen, or that I don't know how the saying goes, but basically there's probably someone in the world that looks like Rosso. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Oops, I almost did something really crazy. I almost reported a comment because TikTok, for whatever reason, did its weird little scroll thing. Its refresh thing is really weird. I don't even know why that's even a thing. Why am I allowed to refresh my life? I'm considering making the back of Roso's outfit be exposed into a diamond shape too, and then have his back muscle be visible. But would I want to do that? Everyone just said yes. Okay, hold on. Let me make it a little bit better because that was a bit on a whim. It's just he already got the front window. We can do it like this, maybe. Where are your impulsive thoughts? I don't have any. I do things with practicality. I was just considering it, considering he had like a front. Now, if I could only draw the bone that is in the back. But I can't seem to do that. I kind of don't want to give it to him. I kind of want to... I'll give him a disguise where he has the back exposed, but I low-key kind of don't. It's too much. He already has bare legs and stuff, so... I think that's enough, really. It doesn't fit too in character either. No, and that seems fine. We're also in a mental fit that that would be very interesting. I mean, they are the same age. It would be interesting to see them in each other's fits. I think about Kawahu in Roso's outfit and the other way around. I think that one would be really funny. I still need a uniform color, and if it needs to be a certain style, a specific, any shade of like red. So it could be like pink, could can be pure red, it can be red orange. But if you work for Geshuin, it gotta be like a shade of red. If you work for someone else, they're gonna have a different uniform. But I don't know. I don't know if you're talking about Geshuin or Kleistogamo. Because Kleistogamo, if you want to work for him, you get like this orange dress uniform. It's just not really. I won't. That's supposed to make you look like a background character and a mask. The person adds 50 years? What do you mean? Rosso is as old as Ameno. Hey, Ameno doesn't look 50, alright? He looks late. He looks like late 20s. He looks 28. How tall is Geshuin? I forgot. He's like 6'3" without shoes. Vivian needs more character equals more angst. Oh my god, dog. Bro is a foot taller than me? Oh lord. Oh. Fascinating. Does that mean I have to draw Chiron in an orange dress? Okay, for the guys, they don't wear a dress. Usually they wear like a uniform like this. But it does need to be a shade of orange/red. Actually, this Rosso disguise, hold on. If I could quickly find it. This Rosso disguise, it doesn't use the typical orange color. It uses red, this green and red combo, which is the male alternative uniform for members of the casino. Well, the entertainment business. It's both a detective fit and also a it's both a detective fit and like uniform, because he does use this for intel. I'm thinking of changing his skin color because I was thinking about it. I'm just like, you know, it's a little weird. Is it strange for an Afro-Italian to disguise himself with a white undertone? Probably not. But it's also a disguise, so. But I don't know. I'm probably gonna change it. Like, the whole point is that it looks different, but at the same time, I'm just like, it's so strange. Find it smart, actually. Yeah, that's what I thought when I first made it. When I first made it, I was like, yeah, so that it doesn't look like. But then I think about it, I'm just like, is that not considered? Is that not weird? So I'll probably, I don't know if I will or not. It's not weird. I mean, technically he is half white, so, but like, yeah, it's a disguise. It's not his actual. Maybe they should ask before assuming he's a white man. Well, I mean, he's half, So it's a little, but not much because of the context, right? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm willing to change the design for the record. Because that original design was made with the intention that the original Rosso was not Afro-Italian. That was way before I changed Rosso's entire design. So, I'm willing to change it. That disguise was made with that old Rosso in mind. So, I could make it have, like, a different kind of vitiligo. They get painted differently. It would be kind of peak. But that would also give away that it's him, so while that would be a peak design for him to paint the vitiligo differently per each disguise, it would be kind of fire. Hello, Diabolic Lover. Hello. Huh? Diabolic Lover? Where did I get that from? I'm a Diabolic Butterfly. Hell no. What was I reading, dog? I need Rosso dressed up as White Chicks. Oh, this is so funny. Bro. May I have Rosso in a poodle skirt? A poodle skirt? You mean those fluffy skirts? Is that... My trauma? Oh, you mean Diabolic Lovers? Is that what it was called? I never interacted with it, but I definitely... I definitely heard of it. Not for any good reasons, but I definitely heard of it. Tiny Rosso is so cute, so true. Look at him. He's so itty bitty. Look at those huge shoulders. I find it so funny when someone's just like, you draw Rosso's shoulders so big. Well, yes, have you looked at his puffy sleeves? That thing is bigger than him himself. My trauma is my childhood Otome game becoming a money-hungry cash grab. What Otome is it? I only played one Otome in my life, and it was Mystic Messenger. And then I never got into any ever again. Obey Me? Oh. Yeah, I never got into that because I didn't really like the characters. But tell me more. How did it become a cash grab? I'm very curious. I was a very basic girl, alright? Legit the only Otome I ever interacted with. I don't know, I just saw some people saying it's a cash grab. Also, the new game is bad. Oh. So you don't know why it's a cash grab, just that people say it's one. I see. Obey Me had Obey Me had an anime? I'm actually up when Twisted Wonderland got an anime. I was thinking of watching it because I couldn't stand actually playing through the actual game. I'm sorry, I know there's a lot of Twisted Wonderland fans. Forgive me for the gameplay is boring and I cannot engage with it whatsoever. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I speak ill of Twisted Wonderland. Yeah, it was pretty meh. And low-key, I thought it was the ultimate game, but finding out that it's not was one of the most interesting revelations I ever had. I think it's a cash grab because of the fact the game was supposed to end with that one game. And then they made more than that and conflicted with the base lore. Oh, I see. So it's like when people make a sequel to a movie that should have just ended with the first one and didn't need a sequel, but they needed to milk it, so they made a sequel. Is it kind of like that? Where it's just like, it didn't need the sequel, but it's good for money. Okay. Who is putting that music? You better not copyright me, you La 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 la. La 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 la. Please, leave. Goodbye, gang. I'm glad my analogy was spot on. I don't know how people can play this loud music and their eardrums still be okay. It's low-key making me not wanting to play Twisted Wonderland because long-running things scare me. That is true. Condensed things are pretty nice. A lot of the, like, stories and stuff that I've interacted with, some of my favorite medias are literally just short series, right? Some of my favorites animes were like Dororo and Akudama Drive, which is only like 12 episodes long, and like once they end, they end. There really isn't much else that you can really feed on for it. Dororo fan, I love Dororo. And so, so when it comes to like animes, I could never get into something like One Piece, you know? I'm not really, I really like medias that like just kind of are their own thing. I've rewatched that anime at least 10 times. Dang, I've watched it like 3 times. It's so good. I love it. What are we drawing? Oh, we're drawing the tiny Rozo that was in the drawing. Yeah, I love it. I recommend it to anyone. Anyone's just like, oh, you want an anime? You should totally watch Dororo. For sure. I recommend Dororo. I liked Akudama Drive, but I understand that Akudama Drive is not for everyone, but I do like it. I like it's like it's not for everyone, but like the what it's trying to say is very interesting to me. So 12 episodes, it wasn't bad at all. It was pretty good. What other? I've watched a lot of like short and random animes. Like I watched 91 Days, and low-key, I could not tell you everything that happened, but I do remember crying a couple times because it was definitely something. Maybe it was intentional. It's just the Asian buff. I say as I have other Asians that don't have that eye color, but sure. Make his sleeves bigger? Okay, hold on. No, make his sleeves bigger. No one could ever make me watch One Piece. I'm sorry. No. No thanks. No one could ever make me watch One Piece. I apologize. Also, you said a question, but I can't find the question. Can you repeat it for me? Because I can't find it. It got buried. They can't be too absurd. They're not that huge. When did we stop drawing Clace? We did not. He's he's right here. This is the same drawing. It's just there's a small Rosso at the bottom. Why am I then? I changed the pose a little. Really make it look like he's like. Is Clace big or is Rosso tiny? It's Clace is big. He's meant to look like divine or authoritarian because he's, well, telling Rosso his fate. And so that's like kind of like the theatrics, right? In the drawing itself, because obviously it's not like this in the story, but this is the dramatic effect aspect. Well, no, the question is going to get buried again. Hold on, wait. Is Casimir one of your OC's names, or am I just crazy? I do not have an OC called Casimir. So, I guess I don't want to say you are crazy, but you probably heard the name from somewhere else. I just realized I keep moving the screen away from you guys. My apologies. I just realized I drew this hand wrong. This should be the pinky finger, not the thumb. You're such baby looking fingers. I don't really have any characters though, other than Kawahu and Kamakusa. None of my other characters have K in their name. With dry hands makes me smile. Why? Is it like relatable? I'm not gonna make a defined hand for something like this. Nice art, thank you. Let me show the actual thing. There you go. Okay, so this liner is pissing me off because the anatomy is like kind of off. Oh my poor Geshuin, I just realized his eyes lost the stars. I want to cry. It's okay, don't cry. Okay, I'm gonna have to we're gonna have to forget about Russo, guys. I spent all that time trying to draw him and it looks bad. Geshuin also lost his ability to express joy and whimsy. Correct. He lost a lot of things. More than just that, but I digress. What do you mean, what? Kinako? What do you mean? I'm... What do you mean I'm... At a loss for words? What do you mean? What happened? What? What? Aha! Okay. A fascinating comment you made there. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Nice. Okay. We move forth. Also, Sleepy, I actually said, that it was just like the Asian, just the Asian, appearance. I don't really know. Maybe I did. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I don't know. Which is, it's not a good thing to say, low-key, because I do have other characters that are Asian and don't have those eyes. Like Shui Huxing, Lan Hu, and MNO, but I low-key just don't have a better answer. I just did. I just did. I low-key would not be able to tell you. If you want the context, TikTok chat says something freaky. And so, but yeah, she does kind of look like a younger him. They got the same dark eyes and the white pupils. Very cute. Very cutie patootie. Of course, TikTok being a freak, of course. Is that Clay's natural hair color? No, it's not. I actually haven't thought of his actual appearance, but no. I don't know who would be born with purple and white hair, but it wasn't Clay's. Does it dye both types of hair? Yes. I was considering making it a wig, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We'll see. Like I said, Clistornamo isn't really finished compared to most of the others. Yeah, you can escape to YouTube. Is his eyes natural, or is he also I can't have boring hairs and boring eyes? No, these are his eyes though. I literally just told you that I have no idea what color he would have. Like, I don't know what his actual hair color would be because I don't have his design of him in his actual appearance. So I can't really answer your question. But yeah, these are his eyes though. They're just two-toned colored eyes. You know, like Rozo also has two-toned colored eyes, in being green and orange. Placed would cancel me. I mean, I guess. I'm not sure about that one, bro, but for the sake of the live stream, please. I think Clace would cancel most people. No. Just bad people, frankly. Did you see my question? Wait, what question? Hold on. Let me get to it. Hold on. Scroll. Okay. How would Geshwin be if Vivi pinned him against the wall, the one hand style, even though she's short? It's a very interesting predicament to put him in. He will be intrigued because, frankly, he doesn't know why you'd be wanting to pin him like this. Why are you cornering him in this way? He's gonna assume something might be wrong. He's just like, is something wrong? Because when someone like pins someone like that, it's usually like pretty bold. It's a pretty bold move. So it's just like, I wonder if I did something. You draw so good. Thank you. Thank you, Isidora. I think Isidora is correct. I'm not really sure. I hope it is, but okay, I'm gonna need you to relax, Lemon, for real. Especially when you're just saying that to someone else. Telling someone else to like relax. In fact, we can like dial back the freakness in general. Can we? I feel like we should. It's just we'll keep it in the TikTok comments. But like keep it a little bit more away from the actual lives. I think we've established that I get pretty weirded out if I like see it too much, too consecutively. Yeah, we can dial back on all the freakiness in general, and we can just keep it to the TikTok comment section. So that's a new boundary. Oh, wait. No. No, you're good. Okay, I gotta. Oh, my friend sent me something on Instagram. I can't look at it, bestie. Oh, you want to see the full art? My bad, bro. Let me pull it back out. Here's the full drawing. He looks so bright. He is not that bright. Jesus. TikTok is whitewashing him more than he looks white already. He's very bright, but not that white. For real though. Like dang. TikTok, for real, make him look like a light bulb. We're gonna light up the entire room. Literally and metaphorically. Because, you know, he brings the energy to the establishment. I hope you accept my apology. It's okay. Let us just make sure it does not occur too much again. Like let's keep it tame. If you want to go crazy in the TikTok comment section. Not on the live stream where I'm just trying to draw and read and chill out. Realize that it gets pretty awkward and it gets kind of weird. Whitewashing the whitest guy in the cast. TikTok does not discriminate. True. Though this isn't, as we said, this isn't his actual skin color, but yeah, he's still arguably not super dark. They'll pick a gender for second guest room's fan child? Well, I always lean into girl, but we could, we'll lean into girl. We'll lean into girl. Yeah. I just realized I did the shadows backwards. All done. The drawing is beautiful, thank you. Okay, I just realized I did the shadows the wrong way. Well, you can make the adopted child. I mean, that's still cute. My Ameno sketch looks mad at me. Well, Ameno looks mad at everyone, so I think you did a good job. If he looks mad, then you did it right. Because he always looks mad and fuzzy all the time. Those are words of wisdom. If your Menno does not look like like frustrated or at least annoyed, that is not a Menno. Okay, I'm gonna change my pose because like I'm like slipping and falling. I'm just going wee. That's not a Menno, that is flamingo. What? It's all in the eyes and eyebrows. Yes, make sure his eyebrows are thin and like furrowed. Hell yeah. Gotta look again and see what it looks like. It looks horrendous. Okay. That's not a good sign. You know, that's never a good sign. uh. Huh. Oh god. I'm gonna struggle with this drawing, aren't I? Don't worry. I can't just leave that filter on anyways. Probably gonna use tone curve. In fact, I want to test that beard. I just realized I used the wrong layer. Whoops. And I'm gonna select specifically him for this. It needs to be yellow though. Also, what name the kids would Yeshua have? Any rules or name ideas? I don't think he would have like any rules specifically. Also, don't worry about it. It's all good. Okay, the thing is, I have a good idea of the color. Okay, wait, I have another attempt I can do. Looky, I'm gonna makeup is higher. That doesn't have any makeup. His bottom eyes are eye bags. He naturally looks like that. Yeah. Correct. Fire face card. I'm glad you think so. Everyone calls him old and ugly. Actually, no, no one's called him ugly, but everyone has called him old. So. The hell? I had such a great vision for this drawing and I'm getting like cooked. Minnow is old and beautiful. At least he got called beautiful. I'm getting really cooked inside this though. My math teacher caught me drawing Geshuin and asked why the girl on my paper looked mad. It's a canon event. Canon event. Asking if the character's the girl. Well, not asking, just assuming. Don't worry. I'll figure it out. Goodbye. Stream's probably ending in a couple of hours anyway. We're gonna be here till 1 a.m.? No. No, we are not. Did I accidentally say hours? I did not mean to say hours. I'm just doing like some color placements. Please don't mind me. Just don't mind me just playing around. Sorry, I'm locking in because of how these colors are like slightly turning out. What a girl named Geshuan would like. I'm not sure. Clutch of the Vision is visioning? I hope so. Nope. Still to orange. So you're gonna have to remove orange that is here. The orange, it's like this yellow. I need to think of a quick fancy name then. Yes, because I frankly have no idea. I'm like I'm really glad you guys are like, oh, I'm putting in the research and stuff because Loki, we've established that I guess you and I just pulled his name out my ass one day. And I do that with a lot of the characters. Ooh, wait, I see what might actually be the problem. I should finish shading first. Nastasia is a very cute name. Yeah, it'll slay. A lot of my drawings start like really, really interesting. Like, you know that other drawing of Cleistogamo at the casino? Oh my god, that drawing was insane. Trust the process because my drawings do be starting out messes. Honkai Star Rail mention. So true. You want to see another Honkai Star Rail mention? Blade. Oh, catching all of you in 4K with his phone. Yeah, I always have him next to me. I love him. Seraphina also sounds very cute. I might use Hoshimi and Hoshiyuki. Ooh, that's very cute. Both of those are stars because I know Hoshi means star. Find it interesting that in some scenarios it's Hoshi and in some scenarios it's Boshi. Like Geshuin's name is Kuroboshi and not Kurohoshi. Like I have no idea when is Hoshi or Boshi used or if they're just used interchangeably. Beautiful star and snow. Yeah, this is super cute. Matching with snow matching with Shui Huxing being called Shui Huxing, which is the snow star fox. We love matching. So big. Okay, I'm gonna do his hair shading first than his actual other shading. Reika means calm and sophisticated. Ooh. I mean, that's a nice name. Those are all really nice names. Always trust the process. It may not look good in a moment, but you gotta trust it. That's the point of art. What would Kawahu's ideal child look like? That's a crazy question. I mean, he doesn't really have an ideal child in mind. He would be flabbergasted by a question like that. She's like, what do you mean an ideal child? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. I guess in general, what would you want your child to look like in general is like kinda strange. Does it matter where VK or am I tweaking? You are not tweaking. He's literally based on VK looking aesthetics. Dang, the chickens saw I hit 12 and they started overreacting. Look at them. Why are they overreacting like this? They're funny though, you know. We do need them. They add comedic effect. Who is this? This is Cleistogamo, my original character. Oh, there's my hair strand. Whoops. My own hair strand fell on the screen. Yeah, I prefer roosters over motorcycles because at least roosters I can still sleep. Motorcycles keep me up. So tomorrow I won't be doing a live. Tomorrow I'll post the drawing whip, the whip that I have, the short whip that I have, which I teased it in my story with the little Geshuin. So no stream tomorrow. Are you doing live Friday? Most likely, yes. I always want to stream during like the weekends. Just not that much during the weekdays. Unless I upload something. I guess it depends. If Gesha is a Gesha, can he play the Gesha games like the ones with cups and the closed fist? Yes, he can actually. And it's the only like thing that he engages in competitively. Like he is really good at it and is very proud of it. Like Gesha is not usually a competitive person, but when it comes to the Gesha games, he is very competitive. That's like the only thing he's ever competitive in. So he'd cook me? Probably. He's cooked a lot of people. He cooks almost everyone he encounters. But I wanted to do a drawing with his two apprentices playing the Gesha game. They're complete newbies, so like that's really funny. Really funny for them for the two Maikos to try and play. So what's wrong with my brush that doesn't why is it white and it's not whiting? Oh, because that's a different layer. Whoops. Whoopsie, I'm dumb. That's a completely different layer. Cute image. I think the twins come up with the nickname Pink Hoshi to make Vivi included in the star name. Aww. So cute. It's okay, Hex. Your typos do not define you. Trust me, I would know, as I was considered the queen of typos at some point in my life. I've done some pretty bad typos. Oh, rip. Rest in peace to the Asha username. I make a lot of typos when I'm excited and typing in all caps. Me too. Yeah. But also when I'm not. When I'm not, I also just make horrendous typos. How would Geshun take care of Reika, their fan child, since Seka is mute? Oh, right. Yes, I forgot about that. Obviously, he gonna teach the little, they gotta teach the little girl sign language so she can understand her mom. And, let me think. I don't see what would be like he would raise them, feel like pretty, not protective, but he definitely would be pretty along with them. Also, you're right, Pinky did not join the live today. Geshun would always be with them. He can't bring them to his bar job, but if they're recently born, he's gonna take a break from the bar. Like, at least for the first few, like the first, for the first while, because, well, he gonna want to be there for like, he want to be there for like the first steps and stuff. You know, it would be very upset if he wasn't there. And then after a while, we would probably keep them around in like the tea house and play with them. He's very attached, honestly. But I'm kind of waffling, so I should go to sleep. So this is the progress that he made. It's not a lot, but he's on his work. Yeah, ain't a lot, but he's on his work. Where's my mini Rozo that was in this picture? There he is. Place has some coloring and rendering, and Rozo is there. True. Wait, before you go, can you answer my question? What is your question? Quick, what is your question? I like how Olivia is just like Rozo, even though it's just like a little doodle of him. Roso's in the tarot card too, by the way. Since Roso is always referred to as like the Fool by Kleistogamo, I literally just drew him quite literally on the tarot card. Remember me when you're famous, though, of course. Can I get even one pixel of Koshmar? You'll just have to go to the Discord, look at my only picture of Koshmar, and move on. Is the question not sending? I think so, because I don't see it. I don't see any question. So it might be getting buried. It might be cooked. Okay, yeah, you can ask it in the Discord if you're having struggles. Yeah, sure. Or on the TikTok DMs, wherever. Yeah, wherever you want. How would Gishman take care of pregnant Seka? Very protective. He will make sure she will have the best mental and physical care possible. She will not be doing almost any of the work, alright? She gonna be sitting there and looking pretty, alright? Alright, thank you all for stopping by. Yes, he does have pretty eyes, huh? I appreciate it. And good night. Good night. Zoom out. Beep. You're welcome. Glad I could answer your question. Are you sure you want to end the live? Please reconsider. Our 10 viewers are enjoying your live and want you to stay. I'm sorry. You cannot gaslight me. And the motorcycle came. You will not gaslight me. TikTok. Goodbye. It literally is gaslighting me. No, don't do that. You cannot take me here.